All right, welcome back to Fox 9 All Day Live. As I mentioned, we are trying to connect with our reporter that's on the scene there, but we are having some audio issues connecting with her. And she, of course, is very busy as we try and gather as much information as we can. We still have not had any official word from law enforcement. They're giving little updates through social media, just letting the public know that that area around the 28th Street and Nicollet Avenue is closed to avoid the area. But besides that, we're not getting much information besides what we've already reported, which is that there is a suspect barricaded inside a residence, an apartment building there in the area, and that when police showed up to serve a warrant, the individual started shooting at police, and as a result, we have the situation that's unfolding there in the Whittier neighborhood, where streets are closed, and they try to negotiate with the suspect. We did hear police come over a loudspeaker not too long ago and tell the individual to come out with his hands up. And as soon as we have an update there in South Minneapolis, we will bring it to you. We do believe there will be a 5 p.m. news conference tonight, and of course we will take that here live as we can. What shall we do? Let's take a check of headlines. All right, well, I'm being told that we can now go to Karen. Karen, update us on what you're hearing down there on the scene.
Right, Courtney, this has been going on since about noon, as we know. And it all started with Hennepin County Sheriff's Office trying to make or serve an arrest warrant for somebody who was wanted for a firearms and ammunition violation. That person, who I was told was a white male, fired at Hennepin County deputies when they tried to serve that warrant. Obviously, at that point, then they moved back, and this situation all began. And this has been going on for some time. Now, originally it came out as a hostage situation, but I've been told there are no hostages in there. There was, I guess, a woman and a young child in there, but they are safely out of the apartment at this point. We're talking about, we did think it was a different building earlier, but now we've been told it is this red brick building, which makes sense because we did see some law enforcement on the roof of the building behind it, the gray building. We saw some law enforcement up there. But now we believe that the situation, the man holed up, is in this red brick building. Now, the man has been firing at officers off and on throughout the day. It is unclear at this point if deputies or MPD or anyone has fired back. We do know there are no injuries. Nobody has been injured. Nobody has been shot at this point, even though there has been some firing that has been going on and that we've heard. Now, just a short while ago, we did see a piece of MPD equipment. It was kind of like a little small front loader, and it had some sort of a giant battering ram on it, is what it looked like, a long pole with a flat end. And it looked like they would use that maybe to bust in through a door, maybe break a window. We're not sure. We did hear law enforcement over a loudspeaker just a short while ago ordering the person to come out the back door with his hands up behind his head, and giving him a warning that if he didn't do that, they were likely, it sounded like they would probably breach the door. We don't have confirmation of that, and we haven't heard anything at this point, but we did just hear that law enforcement on the loudspeaker ordering the person who's been holed up for quite some time to come out with his hands up behind his head, out the back door of this red brick building where we believe that he is holed up. Now, we have not heard recently any shots fired or anything like that. This is just kind of an ongoing situation. However, it does appear we are hearing now another alert that is coming through on all of our phones right now, likely a clear the area alert. I'm waiting to hear from photojournalist Melissa Martz on what it looks like. Yeah, Minneapolis police active police incident at 28th Street South and Nicollet, temporary relocation open at 3801 Pleasant Avenue near the church. So it looks like they have a location for people to go. But again, they are still asking everyone to avoid this area. The sirens going off on our phone. Minneapolis as well as they deal with this situation. We have seen some snipers around with their guns kind of pointed at the situation. But so far, again, and the bomb squad. I've seen the bomb squad as well with kind of a robot type bomb robot that they use to try to assess the situation. But again, no one injured, and that was important. Law enforcement asked me to get that information out because there was some information swirling around the community that somebody had been shot. No one has been shot. Everyone is safe at this point. But we have heard negotiators. We have heard law enforcement on a loudspeaker, ordering the man to come out with his hands up behind his head through the back door. And again, that piece of equipment going in just a short while ago that looked kind of like a small front loader with some sort of a battering ram on the end of it, looking like it would be used to breach a door or possibly break a window. We have seen, of course, Hennepin County here, MPD here, the FBI has been here, Park Police have been here. So various law enforcement agencies here trying to bring this situation to a safe ending. But for now, everyone being asked to avoid this area at 28th and Nicollet, as it is still an ongoing, I do see ATF over there as well, it is an ongoing situation that still is continuing to unfold. The man apparently not coming out of that building just yet. But we will certainly keep you posted as anything develops or anything changes out here. But again, just this ongoing standoff of the man holed up inside this apartment building. We do hear the law enforcement ordering him out once again on the loudspeaker, kind of in the distance here. But so far, right now, no current activity, no shots being fired, and again, no one injured. I'll send it back to you.
All right, great. Karen Scullin on the scene there. Thank you, Karen, for that update. And again, as Karen mentioned, no one has been injured at this point. So while the individual has been shooting at law enforcement from that apartment, it's our understanding from our law enforcement sources that no one has been injured at this point. There's a live look right now from our chopper that's been circling the area. The chopper had to go refuel. It just got back. But you can see, and you know, I've seen some great shots just in the last couple minutes while Karen was talking. So hopefully the chopper will rotate around a little bit. But you can see the area that we're talking about and just how large this area is. They have had to close down a big area as this individual has been said to have not only firearms but possibly explosives while barricaded inside that apartment. So they just want to make sure that the area is clear. They have evacuated the apartment. They have said that no one has been hurt at this point, so no one has been hit by that gunfire.